Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. Let me just get this over here. Haven't been live in a minute. What's up, y'all? Let me get the audio correct. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, it is on automatic control gain. Why is it so freaking low? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check check check. Alrighty. That's a little bit better. Yep. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance in life. My name is Kyle Gray. We have the show on every now and then. It used to be live every single week, sometimes twice a week, and now it's kind of gotten more over to every time I have time, honestly, because I'm working 2 full-time jobs right now. I work battle rap, and then I also, the mic is going down. I do visual effects as well. There's a slight buzz and feedback. Great. I love technical problems. I don't really know what that could be. Maybe it's this. Hold on. Let me get some headphones, Desi. You know, the thing is, I should stop, even trying to be good at this. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Check, check. All right. 1 2 1 2. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's just my camera. It's not the mic. It's my camera. It's my camera, and being a camera that's not used for streaming. Okay. We could just do this. Back. So man. Okay. Is that better, everybody? You guys happy? Is it a little bit better? Let me know. Because if it is, forgive me for trying to do this spur of the moment. Check, check, check. Oh my God. One, two. 1 2. Check, check. Check, check. 1 2 1 2. My God, you guys. I should have just not done this tonight. Sorry, this isn't perfect for y'all. But yeah. So this mic obviously is unsatisfactory to y'all, so maybe I should just leave the stream off, since I don't want to be hassled with this. Sounds good to me. Sorry it's not adequate for y'all. Alright, so, I mean, the mic sounds fine to me. I don't know what y'all are, really complaining about, but hey, maybe if I scoot it closer. Maybe if I do that. But, so what's up? How's everybody doing? This ain't about me, this is about y'all. What's cracking? What's crack-a-lackin'? What's everything? What's everybody been going through? What's everybody been up to? Yada yada. Therapy session chat. What's up, Ken Shop or Ken Sean, Lucho, Sammy, Desi, everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing out there? Garnett, Castle. I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing great. You know, just been working 2 jobs, so it's been really busy. And the challenge in that is the journey. And that is also, ironically, the reward in this journey. Is the journey is the reward. I've been thinking about that a lot recently. You know, a lot of people, or a certain perspective you can have is like, oh, well, what is the end goal of this? Like, what am I working towards? And it's like, I've found that for me, a healthier way of looking at things of like hardship or like hard work is not, okay, I'm working towards this, and when this gets here, then I will be fulfilled, then I will be happy. It's more so like, this is the reward right now. It's being able to do this. Not letting myself be happy. Hold on, let me just scoot this closer to here because I'm blind as hell. Not letting myself be happy with good changes that may be around the corner. Overthinking a ton. This platform helps a ton. Anthony Price, thank you. Not letting myself be happy with good changes that may be around the corner. What stops you from being satisfied with those good changes? Money isn't the only wealth. True that, Castle. That's very true. Honestly, money means absolutely nothing to me, but currently I am working to make a lot of money in a short amount of time because I'm in a bunch of tax debt. I'm in debt with like equipment charges. You know, my car got repossessed because I paid a bunch of medical bills for a dog that I used to have, and blah blah blah. So it's like I wasn't very good with money over the past couple years. So although it isn't everything, it's definitely is meaningful to be financially secure. Some friends came over and had a few drinks tonight. Was steady sipping my yerba mate. Everybody is hell into this yerba mate shit. Is this like a tea or something that people are super into? I'm working for HBO, I guess you could say. I'm working at Warner Brothers, but it's for an HBO show, and I can't really talk about it. So, but it's a big show. Lesson learned: our wealth. That's true. I've learned that our purpose as men will connect us, aligning who we are with the why we are. Once this aligns, your gifts here is inevitable. I like that. That's a cool perspective to have. Usually the only obstacle is myself. Overthinking causes me to make decisions I shouldn't or miss chances that I should take. All right, so Anthony, I just read this book called The Art of Letting Go or something like that. But actually, you know what? Since this fucking show is already like fucked since I did the mic shit, let me go get that book and I'll read this little quote from the book about should and shouldn'ts. But just stick around for 2 seconds. All right. Boom. Books, y'all. Who likes books? I like fucking books. The Power of Letting Go by John Perkis. So, how to drop everything that's holding you back. So, let's see if I can find this really fast. But, there's like one about letting go of shoulds that I like a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Reduce stress, being persistent. Let's see. Mindfulness. Let's see. Okay, letting go. Here we go. Letting go of thoughts about the past. Letting go of worries about the future. Where's the should one? Because that one was so fucking fire. Letting go of labels. Letting go of judgments. That one's really, really good. I love this. If you judge, you suffer. Most of us have had the experience of being frustrated, angry, or depressed when we felt that things shouldn't be this way, or you don't deserve this. Here's a simple example. You believe it should be sunny this time of year, but it rains, so you say the weather is bad. All we can say is objectively is that it's raining. Judging the weather as bad won't achieve anything except to make you feel bad. Judging the weather may only cause minor suffering, but the same principles apply to other judgments. We can spend years judging family members, colleagues, politicians, national and ethnic groups, and so on. If you judge, you suffer. It's very hard to do anything constructive when you're frustrated, angry, or depressed. Really love it. Love it, man. Some good stuff in here. Man, where's the letting go of shoulds? Okay, here we go. Found it. Let go of shoulds. Many of us feel we should be this or that, or do this or that, or have this or that. When things aren't the way we think they should be, we judge ourselves and we feel bad. We may not even realize we're doing it. So I like that. I like that because it basically puts you at a disposition of like you're not in the correct spot, right? Like, oh, I should be doing this or else I would be so much better, or I wouldn't be this bad. So it's really shoulds are just being detrimental to your progress. It's not really progressing you in any way. And a big thing that this book goes into is letting go of what doesn't serve you. So like saying I should do this is not serving you at all. It's not helping you in any way, shape, or form. But I love this book. Really good. Have you been finding time to read still? No, I don't read during the week. What I do is, since I fly a lot, I try to read a book every time I go somewhere on a plane. So I finished this book in one flight, so I'll read like half of it on the trip there, half of it in the trip back. Currently reading, what is the book that I'm reading? Outwitting the Devil. And it's okay. It's all right. Like it's about basically it's kind of like a book about how to achieve success, which doesn't really align with a lot of my mantra, but I'm just interested in it because a lot of my like mentors that I look up to on YouTube have suggested it, and there's some cool stuff. It's just really dated, and there's some stuff in there that doesn't really align with my perspective, but there is one good thing and one awesome quote. I wish I had my phone on me, but it talks about with every bad circumstance or with every failure comes. I'm just gonna get my phone so I can read the quote correctly. All right, so boom. Let's see this quote. Outwitting the Devil. Every adversity brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage. I love that quote. I actually want to get that quote on my wall somewhere. Every adversity brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage. So basically, every failure you have, every like struggle you have, there is something of equal advantage that you get out of it. Whether it's like you gain strength out of a breakup, you gain knowledge of this out of an argument, you lose your job and somehow gain a new skill trying another job. It's like there is equal advantage in every struggle. I really fuck with that shit. What's up, Balls Deep? Good to see you in there. Salute to Chicago. Long time no talk. Hope everything is well. Yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. I'm just really busy. I apologize for letting this channel kind of go silent. But to be honest with you guys, and this doesn't align with like some person that wants to keep a channel, but I am very much over being I don't really know how to say this other than like just being in the limelight. Like me, I find like a lot of the stuff I used to do rather like narcissistic and egotistical. Social media bothers me a lot now, just how like rooted in narcissism it is, and how wildly egotistical a lot of it is. And I feel like I don't want to be a part of it at all, especially like YouTubers. Like to me, I find that the values that they extrude are the most like adverse to my moral compass that they can be. A lot of them do a lot of good stuff, and that's why I really value this show. But stuff like Watch, I have a lot of fun doing Watch, but it's really hard to get battle rappers in here to do it with me because everybody has their own stuff. And to be honest, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'd rather like go and film battles, and help it out that way. So I'm not going into hiding, but it's just like I've been super busy with like doing visual effects during the day. Like basically I go to a studio, I do visual effects from 9 to 6. I come home, I work out for 3 hours, I come home, I eat dinner, and I kind of work a little bit on battle rap, then I go to sleep, and then I wake up hella early at like 5 or 6 a.m. and work on battle rap until I have to go to work. So it's I work 2 very demanding jobs, so it's kind of difficult to like do this channel on top of that because I work for every major league. I work for URL, I work for RBE, I work for King of the Dot, then also I work for West Coast Elites. I help out West Coast Elites. I help out the Riot. What else? I do bullpen whenever I get the chance. So it's like it's kind of a lot. It's a big workload, and I'm not complaining about it. Actually, if anything, I'm super grateful. I'm grateful for every opportunity I'm given. I'm just kind of explaining why this channel has slowed down immensely. How do I stay awake? I get a lot of sleep, actually. I get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm very, very thorough about getting sleep, and I'm very thorough about this, water intake, and eating extremely healthy. So this is a fucking protein shake that's actually really gross. It's blueberries and water, which is disgusting to mix. I wish I had coconut milk, but hey, YOLO, am I right? Dope, Castle. I would love if you came watch battles with me. Honestly, I would love it if fans came and do this. You ever read The Last Psychiatrist? A really intelligent blog made around the 2010s that discussed the modern narcissism inherent in today's consumerist identity culture. I haven't read that, but that seems very interesting to me. That seems like something I'd really, really love to watch. Replaying the interviews on Twitch was cool. Maybe that's something that can be done still for Ruin an Hour. Oh yeah, like on Twitch. Yeah, it's unfortunate that a safe place didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. I mean, it's just very a lot. It's a lot to do, and I felt like I don't know. I just felt like people weren't really that interested in it. But maybe I still value this a lot. Were you referencing the quote? Even in a bad situation, there's always a positive side, even if you can't see it. Alberto, I wasn't referencing that, but that's essentially the same quote as this, is every adversity brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage. Basically the same thing as looking for the good, strength, growth in everything, especially a struggle, a challenge. Were you thank you for what you do. I hope your sobriety is going well. Thomas, thank you, man. Appreciate that. My sobriety is excellent. I just hit 3 years in July, so I'm 3 years sober. To be honest with you guys, I never think about like I'm never triggered to drink ever. Like I'm never like, damn, I really want to drink. If anything, I just think about how crazy it was that I drank a lot, and I think about how nuts it. I can't even imagine right now what it feels like to be intoxicated and why I liked that. And to be off my game, you know, and to be like this sloppy fucking fat mess, to be honest with you. I'm just confused I was ever like that was ever appealing to me. So you were burning the candle at both sides. It will catch up to you. Definitely continue a path that makes you happy, even if it means taking on less. I appreciate that, DJ Audio. I definitely am aware that I'm doing a lot right now. And luckily this next weekend I have off, so I'm not streaming any battles. King of the Dot they're taking care of their streaming. I'm not working on VFX, so I'm gonna like literally relax all weekend. All the Watch series got me through my depression and through the last 2 years, so thank you for doing that. I can imagine how much work that is, but always meant so much to me every time a new episode dropped. John, my eyes are terrible. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I'll be sure to start posting them again. I have a lot that I haven't posted on YouTube. Like I have one with me and Random. We watch Soul and Shuffle T. I have me, Ilmac, Chase, and Lush watching Disaster and Iron that I'll drop. DJ Audio, 18 months here. It's amazing. Out of sight, out of mind. Congrats on that. 18 months is fucking huge, dude. Hell yeah. That's amazing. That means you might have to fight the big boss, but once you defeat the big boss, you will level up to his level. Hell yeah. Rainbow Illusion, what up, dog? Keep up the positive vibe. A trip out looking back at old Watch videos and how much you've changed. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Me too, man. Like when Young Eek makes those like compilations of like the funniest moments of Watch, and I always look back on it and be like, damn, son. I like everything about me. It's not even just like my physical look. My weight, you know, it was like the way I did my hair, like everything was different. Even how I talked to me, I was like, wow, I was just not there. I was like not there. I was not like cognitive or conscious, you know. Shaquille, appreciate that. Finally put the tree down, but it's been a struggle. Congrats on that, man. I know that it's not easy to kick any habit, but congrats to you for taking the effort to make your life a lot more healthy. You got a voice for the behind the camera guy? I definitely do. I definitely do, because that's what I am. Odds are Avo filmed all of your favorite battles. Mine too. Appreciate that, Castle. Hey, Avo, glad to see you doing well. Old boy Nick, thank you, man. Avo, you're always inspired me, man. I follow the culture forever now, from you never being on cam to starting Ruiner Day. Seeing your growth and accountability inspires me to stay true to myself. Germ, appreciate that. And congrats to you for taking on accountability. Accountability is something that I am not saying I'm a master of at all, but I find it such an enriching trait. And I feel like what we should all strive to is having extreme accountability for everything, for the things that you have done that have hurt other people in life, to the things that have hurt you in life. Like just being honest and being super accountable and showing up. Showing up for yourself is super important too. You know, it's like today I went and filmed battles. So I was already filming battles today. So I'm like still here to stream with you guys after filming battles for not that long. I was only there for like 7 hours, but you know, I still went to the gym because I show up for myself. I don't go, oh man, it's a long day, you know, I was filming battle rap, I should just go home and eat pizza. It's like, nah, man, I show up for me. I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do an hour of cardio, I'm going to show up for myself, I'm going to be good to me, be good to this body, keep me healthy. Yeah. Bandit Cats, Avo, your sober video made me ate away at me for a while, and next month I'll be 1 year sober. Hell yeah, dude. Good to hear that, man. Need to thank you. Didn't think I could do it. Looking buff, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Dude, congrats on being a year sober. That's fucking huge. Did you ever think you could do it? Because I didn't think I would ever be in this spot. I remember, I tell this story all the time, but I remember specifically one time when I was drinking, like maybe like 8 years ago. I was doing visual effects, and one of my coworkers was like, man, I think I'd be okay if I can never drink again. And I remember looking at him like he was nuts. Like I remember being like, what? No, I'm going to drink for the rest of my life. And here I am thinking the opposite, thinking I'll probably never drink again. Because it doesn't offer me anything. Like literally alcohol offers me nothing at all. Like what enjoyment can I get out of having a drink that I can't get out of just not having a drink? You know? What about my teeth though? Yeah, my teeth are awesome, man. I love my teeth. I'm sure you're referencing. I love that, man. I have a lot of like unique traits about me. I mean, you can have braces as a young person and then have the exact same smile as every other human being on the face of the earth, or you could have a unique smile like myself. You know, I also have a lazy eye, which I really love. It makes me have this head tilt that I have, and I think that's unique. I love myself. I was thinking about getting this fixed for a while, and then I was like, why would I get this fixed? This makes me me. This is who I am. Life is like the elevator business. It has its ups and downs. That's very true. Appreciate you being here for us, Avo. I'm personally eternally grateful. Lucho, you know it, bro. Don't think I could have stayed sober these last 2 years unless I had a place to come to vent and listen to others. Of course, Lucho. Man, I always love seeing you here, bro. Always love it. Amy, what's cracking? Good to see you in here. Blue, my 1 year is next month. Hell yeah, man. That's such a fucking accomplishment. Congrats, Blue. That's so big. Honestly, pandemic lockdown made it easy for me since I really only drank in the club or social gatherings, as crazy it may sound in regards to sobriety. Nah, man, that's completely reasonable, man. That sounds actually like 100% kind of like what I would do. It's like you only drink to get the social lubricant going, right? Thank you, Personal Truthful. Appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me. Amy, I'm doing good. Dangles, what's up? Good to see you in here. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, but this book, man. This book is good. The Power of Letting Go. Super fire. I really love just like letting go of judgments. Let's see. They use this, let's see. It's very hard to stop thinking this kind of, maybe this end part will be better to read. Oh, let go of comparisons. That's a good one. Oh, this is a good one too. Don't count your blessings. Many of us have been taught to count our blessings, but we may then start to believe that we've accumulated as ours. We cling to it and become afraid of losing it. You may be wondering what the difference is between being grateful and counting blessings. Essentially, gratitude happens in the moment. You enjoy an experience and let it go. When you count your blessings, you label something as yours, and it could be a person, a physical possession, your reputation, some money. I'm guilty of that. Like battle rap is something that I'm like, oh, that's a blessing, that I have this career, and then like earlier this year when I got canceled and like it kind of crumbled and went away, it's like I had this like pretty big like challenging moment in my life where it's like my identity kind of got muddled. It's like all the stuff I've been working at towards, all these people that I thought like were like my friends, it's like the world is against you at some point, and you got to kind of learn like to get through it, and then like forgive yourself for your actions that got you there in the first place, but also just forgive people for judging you on things that they can rightfully not judge you, but like, have their own unique perspective. It's better to enjoy each experience, be grateful for it, and let it go. For example, you might have a house in a nice neighborhood, a loving family, and lots of money. Yeah, don't have any of that. I mean, I live in a pretty cool part of town, honestly. Any of them could disappear tomorrow. It's better to be grateful for each experience in the moment. It could be a smile from a child or a cup of tea on the lawn in the sunshine. Enjoy each experience and let it go. Zen. It's like a Zen tradition. Pretty sure I summoned Avo by putting on the Ruin Your Day hoodie earlier. The book is already in my Amazon cart. Fuck yeah, Anthony. That's good to hear, man. Blue, thank you. Chess is in session. Settle down. Hell yeah. Thanks, bro. Yours is legendary. I bet you should do a stream where you read these books and we can discuss the material. A little book club. I'm super down to do that, man. I'm super down to have a book club. I would love to get more suggestions on books, because I just kind of like go on Amazon and I'm just kind of like, this book looks cool, but I don't just read like self-help books too, or like woo-woo books as they've been called. I read fiction. I've gotten into reading fiction. I just read this book called Tender is the Flesh. It's really cool. It's basically about in the future there, and it's like, maybe I've talked about this on the show, but it's like this virus. The government says there's a virus that came out that basically has infected all the meat. So all the livestock, cows, pigs, like any meat you could possibly eat has this virus in it that will kill you if you eat it. So basically meat becomes outlawed. But then to make up for it, people start basically harvesting humans. And basically the world becomes cannibals, and there becomes like a subcaste of humans that are raised just to slaughter and eat as meat. And it's called special meat. It's a really, really cool, like, utopia society book. It's fire. But yeah, love it. Have I ever tried CBD? I haven't. I don't think I would. I don't really struggle with anything that I think it would help me with, maybe if I was there. But I know a lot of people that it helps, people with a lot of challenges, and I have no aversion to it or anything like that. Sir, you live in paradise. That's very true, Desi. That's very true. I'm very grateful for where I live. There's an app called Goodreads that is for virtual book clubs. That's dope. I've never heard of that. Christian, at the end of the day or the end of the world, there is no separate souls. We will all go to heaven, and we will go to hell, or we will go together. I like that. Soylent Green is people. Hell yeah, Lucho. Damn, been a minute. It looks like you're getting in good shape, man. Keep it up. Billy, I thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all I do is work out, and work out. So, yeah. But, I mean, recently I've not been eating good. I'll tell you that. I've been binging a lot. Keep an open mind. If human beings were as rational as we like to think we are, we'd be open to information from any source, regardless of whether it fitted with our existing beliefs. Of course, we would check to see if the new information was accurate, but being open-minded in the first place would help us survive and prosper. In reality, most of us suffer from confirmation bias, the tendency to look for information that confirms our beliefs. I'm very guilty of that. And ignore or fail to notice evidence that contradicts them. Even if it's right in front of us, there's been a lot of research into confirmation bias. There are ways to overcome these biasness and being more open-minded. The first step is to become aware of our confirmation bias. Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. The importance of not knowing. Our culture places a big emphasis on knowing. We accumulate knowledge from an early age and we're tested on it in school. People with vast amounts of general knowledge are celebrated in quiz shows. Not knowing is often seen as failure, so some people pretend to know things when they don't. It's easy to overlook the fact that all knowledge is based on the past. Even language is based on the past, since words have conventional meanings agreed a long time ago. If we cling to what we think we know, we may fail to see what's happening now. Sometimes we even try to know the future. Economic and financial forecasts are a good example. If you see yourself as just a body and mind trying to get what it wants, then you may well feel a need to accumulate as much knowledge as possible, even if some of it is highly suspect. It will seem that your only hope of making a good decision. It also talks about a cool thing in here about like how you're not your thoughts, and I really find this concept cool about like you're not your thoughts because your thoughts are always changing. All you are is your soul experiencing those things. So it's like your pain, your joy, all those things aren't exactly you. You're just experiencing that. Even your body is not you. Like, you know, I know a lot of you guys have been giving me very wonderful compliments, and I really appreciate that. But it's like, this isn't me. I'm not this. You know, it's like before or right now I'm experiencing this because I'm working at this. I'm living through it. But yeah, and kind of like if you get in that mindset of like life is something that you live through, you experience, you don't become, you not are, but it's more so, man, there's another quote about like the act of acquiring, you don't acquire, you basically become. Man, I think I have that quote written down somewhere. Letting go. Oh yeah, here it is. You are not the mind of the body, you are witnessing the mind of the body. The mind and the body both come and go, you are pure consciousness. You witness pain and thoughts, but you aren't pain or your thoughts. I thought that was a really cool concept. Lake, I'm doing cool, man. Life is a blessing. You know, I can sit here and like resonate on like emotional waves, but honestly, I'm doing really I'm just, life is a blessing, man. I can be grateful for every opportunity I have. Today I filmed some wonderful rap battles. I have the wonderful opportunity to do that. I worked out on at Gold's Venice, where people all over the world fly to just go work out. And I'm eating healthy. I'm nourishing my body. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna work on some more battles. So I'm grateful. Just got here. How are you lately? Oh, sorry, I already read that. Victor, last year I told you that Ruin Your Day helped me and my daughter after my wife left. Today she did her first preview vlog on the Civil War card. Whoa, really? That's awesome. Holy shit. She loves battle rap and it started with Ruin Your Day. That's awesome. So who does she have winning, Loso or Twerk? Let's see. I mean, Twerk is, you guys all know Twerk is like probably my favorite battle rapper. But Loso is, I really can't count him out against anybody. Looks like you've been working out. Albo, keep it up. I appreciate that, man. I've been working out like crazy. Like I told you guys, no matter what, I do 400 push-ups, 400 squats, and 10 minutes of planks every day on top of weights, on top of cardio. So today, before I left to go film battles, I did 200 push-ups, 200 squats, and 5 minutes of planks. And then when I got there, I had time before we did it to do the rest. So like I took off my shirt and I was outside doing that shit, and I went inside, was around a bunch of battle rappers shirtless and sweaty, and yeah, so life is good, man. Life is really good. But does anybody have anything they want to talk about, anything you guys are going through that you want to like vent about, express, anything, you know? Christian, really appreciate you, Alvo, for having these sessions. Good reminder for me to stay disciplined in my life. Your work on Hitman Cow Battle is crazy. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I was really grateful that ARP and RBE allowed me to do that. To be honest, it wouldn't happen without them. I love working with RBE so much. ARP is just the fucking man. Lawrence, Shada, Anthony, everybody there is awesome to work with. I really like it. And when I came to them being like, hey, I want to do something new, and I'm prepared to use my money that I earn from this to pay for this equipment to rent it. Because I don't want to be like, hey, I want to do something new. Can we raise the budget? But they were on board, which is hella cool. And yeah, ARP went out of his way to make sure that I got a payment on top of that. So he is the fucking man. What battles did I film today? I filmed Reverse Live versus Stewie Newton, Cali Smooth versus Thesaurus, and Mad Flex versus Fate for the King of the Dot Season 1. That's her favorite battle, but she thinks Losa will 30 twerk because he will choke. I mean, I could see why she thinks that. I think Twerk's first round is going to be incredible, though. You directing commentary from the sideline made me laugh today. Your live talk, yeah, Desi. Yeah, I'm very like stern when I'm doing stuff, because especially when I put the camera on somebody and people are just like, I'm like, dude, you're live. People are watching you right now. The mic is hot. Talk, you know, like do your thing. But I love working with Lush, dude. He is so on point, and I can't tell you guys how hard that guy works. Like literally, like the whole time we're streaming, he's working. He's talking. He doesn't even have time to like use the restroom for 3 hours. He's like hosting battles, and right after it gets done, he's like walking to the commentary area. Danny Myers, the GOAT. Yo, Danny, I was just telling my homie about you today. My friend who works with us, Levi. You might have seen him. He's the dude with the big crazy hair. You're one of his favorite battle rappers, and he was telling me, he's like, man, I like just watched Danny versus Averb the other day, and I'm like, yeah, that battle's fire, right? And I'm like, have you seen Danny's third versus Drugs? Because that's probably one of the best rounds of all time. And he's like, oh my God, yeah. He's like, I was watching that live. So salute to Danny Myers. One of the fucking goats. Life is a blessing. On December 30th, 2020, I suffered a stroke while I was DJing live on Twitch. I got sober, but had to let myself go. My recovery has been a blessing. Health has improved 10-fold, 100-fold. DJ Audio, I'm sorry to hear about that, but congrats on turning your life around, bro. That's fucking incredible. Madflex and Fate with Straight Flames, yeah, that was crazy. Can you do good things even if you've done some things in your life that you heavily regret and are ashamed of but can't tell anyone? The real Grizz, of course you can, man. I think basically the challenge in that is learning to move to a point where you forgive yourself for those things that you have done, because I'm a walking testament to that, man. I've done things that are deplorable. I've done horrible things to the people that I care about the most, like terrible, terrible things, causing people that I love the most in the world incredible trauma. And I've learned to get to a point where I have forgiven myself for those things, where I am remorseful of those actions that I've done, but it's not in a state of shame which debilitates me anymore. And furthermore, life grows, life goes on. Like those things will either work themselves, or if you're still in that person's life, you can nurture them as a victim and work towards reconciliation. If you're not, then just know that that person is in a better spot. So I think it's completely possible for good people to do bad things. Everybody is capable of doing bad things. It doesn't make you a terrible person because you did one bad thing. We all make mistakes. Show me the most successful man, and I'll show you the man that's made the most mistakes. If that wasn't the truth, we'd all hate anybody that goes to jail, anybody that commits a crime. But really all that happens usually is people are just trying to survive. People are literally just trying to live out here. So empathy is a big thing with that. Mikey, sorry, I've been like kind of not reading your question. I don't know why I'm sharing this, because I'm doing well myself, but my stepdad just came out to the family as having a sex addiction and has been seeing a therapist for 12 months. But my brother is who I worry about. He's 17 and having a hard time, starting to resent his dad. I just want to be there for him, but he's really mopey and showing anger. So your brother is mad at your father because your father is a sex addict. Am I understanding that correctly? If anything, I mean, I can resonate. I'm a sex addict too, and I've been to therapy for it for the past 5 years. And I've been in SAA, which is the 12-step program. Didn't resonate with me, but I think it works very well for other people. But I think, if anything, anybody coming out and sharing and admitting that they have an addiction, it's not good to put them down for that, because they're actually doing something that's incredibly uncomfortable, that is incredibly difficult to do and challenging, which is admitting that you have something to work on, which is something that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people don't come out and be like, hey, I'm a sex addict, like me. Like, it's really difficult for me to be like, hey, I've cheated on every woman that I've been with, including like women that I loved, woman that I loved so much that I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life, but I just took full advantage of her and cheated on her a lot. And it's due to my actions. It's due to me. So coming out and saying that to the world, especially to your family, when knowing that there's going to be harsh judgment behind it, is something that takes an immense amount of strength. So if anything, I think is it your stepdad or your dad? Stepdad, excuse me. He's been going to SAA and having a hard time. Man, why are there ants here? With the accept a higher being step, he's channeling it into fitness. Mikey, that sounds exactly like me. That's why I was having a hard time with SAA. Finding a higher power. Oftentimes they root that in God, and I'm still kind of working through what I truthfully believe in. I'm not really certain. I'm not really concretely married to any ideology, but that's kind of like the point of SA that rubbed me the wrong way. It's great that he's doing fitness. I would say be as supportive as you can for your stepdad, and listen to your stepbrother's anger, because that anger comes from a place of he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what your stepdad is going through, so the only way he knows how to cope with it, because it makes him uncomfortable, is to get mad at it. And basically, anger is this armor that we have, right? Anger is something that makes you feel stronger in a bad situation. Somebody is challenging you, you get mad. It's like if somebody's challenging you in an argument, you get pissed off. Fuck you, how dare you? And it gives you armor, it makes you bigger, it boasts you up. But the thing about anger is when it levels out and puts you down, it puts you down lower than the point that you picked you back up at. It never improves anything. Anger doesn't help anything. All it does is debilitate you and put you down further than when you started. So just listen to him for when he vents. Like, be there for him. Be like, hey man, if you ever want to talk, like you can vent, and don't tell him he's wrong. Don't be like, hey, you're wrong for being mad. Just like let him get it out, because he possibly just wants to vent and he's bottling up a lot of things. And maybe if you could kind of just like be like, hey, like, sex addiction is a real thing. It's not something that's like he's not copping out or anything. He's not making an excuse here. He's owning up. Your stepdad is being accountable. He's taking full accountability for his addiction, and he's trying to get on a path that's healthier for himself. That's all we can hope anybody could do with any addiction, any alcoholic, anybody addicted to anything. All you could hope for them to do is to try to better themselves. So there's no reason to be angry about that at all. So, Billy, much respect. Chris, what's up? I'm glad to see the notification. Your channel helps me get my mind off of drama and problems on the day-to-day life. Glad to see your continued progress when you do these. Chris, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Avo. That's really helpful. I want to help him sort of move away from the anger side of it. This will help. Just you being there for him, man, and like just talking to him will help. Also, like, just do cool shit with him. Go walk with him. Go on a hike with him. Go fucking do something physical. I don't know, like, if you guys are athletic, be like, hey, let's go shoot some hoops. I don't know, like, what you guys do, but, like, do something fun rather than, like, hey, let's sit around the TV and, like, not talk. Let's go watch a movie and not talk. It's like, hey, let's do something that will bond us, Let's see. Would you rather shave your head or slap somebody every time you say the word the? I would rather shave my head. I shaved my head like 2 times during quarantine. I love shaving my head. I don't have to think about hair. It's great. Colin, appreciate that, man. Thank you. It means a lot. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and this protein shake ain't cutting it. So, appreciate everybody. Mikey, all the best wishes to you and your stepdad and your brother. I think it's very powerful that you were able to come in here and talk about this. I know it's not easy, man, but yeah. All the positive energy and love to everybody out there. Lucho, appreciate that. Much love to everybody in the chat. Sorry the stream started off rocky audio-wise, but love y'all. I'm about to eat some tuna and spinach. Exciting. But much love. I will see you guys later.